me! Help me!
Okay, we have a replacement for you.
You've been replaced!
Mr. Frog is running for president.
What's up, everybody? I just successfully brought the milk home, meaning I'm already doing better than my father. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Pause. We have to listen to this intellectual speak for a moment. Whoa! They even found a way onto your roof! Those are some persistent zombies, dude. You'll need to use cabbage pulls here due to your roof's angle. Remember that, and you're good to go. No way Crazy Dave knows what an angle is.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
Oh my word, the goat of all zombies is here, bro. As I was saying, hope you're doing well. Welcome to the last leg of the campaign in Plants vs. Zombies. So as you can see, we are on the roof, which means we must use cabbage pole to damage the enemies because of the roof's angle and like the triangulation between the points of the roof. So because of that, I'm just kind of going with this random loadout. Really all I need was cabbage pole, sunflower, and walnut. But because they made me pick multiple plants, I just added some instant kills because I feel like they're, you know, somewhat useful. I do want to say I really like this added like power pole and tree in the middle, in the
I don't know what I'm doing!
to the right side of the screen. I think it adds a little bit more to the roof than it just being a roof. It's a miracle that didn't go through my house.
Hey, Ryan.
That would have been bad. Okay, so the plan is we're gonna squash here. Hopefully it doesn't get rid of this flower pot, because if you don't know, you have to replant the flower pots, and we don't have a flower pot yet, which means we can't replant anything. So yeah, that's good that he didn't chew up that flower pot. But see, now we're unable to see where the next wave of zombies is going to come from, which is a little more stressful. Like, not really, but like it's a tad more stressful if you think about it that way. Okay, so our first cone head's here, and as you can see, this cabbage pole isn't really doing much to him, which is a good thing I brought pumpkin and walnut because we're probably gonna need it. Another good thing is I'm pretty sure there's only cone heads on this level, which is nice because that means, hold on a second. Good job. I'm super excited for the onslaught of bungee zombies that are gonna be here soon. That actually makes things a little bit more interesting when you have your defense planned out and then you don't. I do want to mention real quick while we're in the beginning of this level, if you didn't see the last video, that's probably a good thing because I'm still editing it right now. I'm pretty sure I was still sick whenever I edited it last time. And by pretty sure I was still sick, I was still sick. Oh my word. Okay, see, that's cool. I didn't know they did that. I forgot that the random zombies are gonna appear whenever the final wave comes out because of these bungee zombies. These guys truly are the stars of the show for the roof. And just like that, we got a flower pot. Lets me plant on the roof. Cool. Oh, look at this. We're back at the shop. Hey neighbor, got some new items for sale. Look at that. We got not one, but 2 whole pages of look at his car. I'm ruining it right now. Okay, so unfortunately, there isn't really anything crazy. There are these roof cleaners, which is nice because they will act as lawnmowers, but I believe we'll be fine because, you know, we have like a whole line of flower pots protecting everything. Here's when the challenge begins. Okay, so the only difference we're really doing is we're gonna run tall nuts this time because of him. But other than that, it's really just the same strategy. So yeah, I do gotta say, Graze the Roof is this Graze the Roof? I think this is Graze the Roof. This song absolutely slaps, bro. Like undoubtedly, this song is really, really good. I really, really dig this one. But on what I was saying before, if you saw the last video, I do deeply apologize because my brain fog was like unmatched last video, and I'll tell you why. It's because I was on allergy pills. I was on allergy pills. YouTube, please don't ban me. Oh, you know what I just realized? They gave us 1 less row of pots, flower pots this time. That's not good. So I want to use 2 cabbage pulls here and see if we can take out this cone head. I don't know if we're gonna be able to. Hopefully we will. These cabbages do a lot of damage. Look at that. I think that's 4 shots to take out 1 cone head or 1 brown coat, as opposed to like what, 10 pea shooters. But it also, they fire slower, so I guess it's a compensation, so it's fine. Now I'm really stoked to get Colonel Pulled. I don't want to spoil it right now, but he has this really, really awesome freaking ability. I switched the freaking and the awesome around, but you get the idea. If you don't know about, you're gonna find out about soon, and it's really cool, and he's really good compared to Cabbage Pull, unless he costs more. I know in PvZ2 he costs the same as Cabbage Pull, so there's no point in running Cabbage Pull because he costs the same. But that might not be the case in the first game. If it's not, I totally understand why, because he's better in every aspect, I believe. He might deal less damage, that might be the trade-off, but his ability kind of outclasses that, so it's not even a big deal. First big wave, and I want to see if there's any bungees this wave. Because normally, if you remember the gravestones and the pool zombies, they came at the very end of the game. So that's how it's gonna be on this world as well. Makes complete sense. I'm not upset whatsoever. Oh, look at that. Look at my crosshair. It folds with the terrain. That's awesome. That's some pretty cool attention to detail. I wouldn't have thought to do that. But then again, I just make these crappy YouTube videos, so I guess that makes sense.
You're probably right.
Oh, here comes our first kidnapping of level 2.
Help me! Help me!
It's okay. We have a replacement for you.
You've been replaced!
But yeah, before I get off topic again, oh, look, there's a bucket head.
Stay focused, Max!
The reason I feel like last video sucked was I was so brain fogged. I'm telling you, I had so much schoolwork to do. I didn't do anything until 8 o'clock on Sunday night because I felt so just crappy. And I believe it was from taking the medicine. Either that or I had the virus, as we all know, as I stated previously in another video. If you don't know that, you need to go catch up on your Max Nifter lore. That may have been like the last little leg of it. But this week I felt like spectacular. This week is like the best I felt in like probably a month, maybe like a month and a half. So I'm glad to be feeling better. There's no way we can stop this guy from vaulting. That's not good. It should be okay. Oh, yeah, well, we are going to... How did they take him out, but they didn't take the other one out? Yeah, another thing was, I was thinking about it, right? And World 4 is objectively the worst world. I don't know if to call them worlds or not because it's your house every time. But it's like, I call it World 4 because that makes sense, right? World 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. World 4 is arguably the worst world in the original Plants vs. Zombies. And I'll tell you why. And I've done some actual thinking on this the past week because like I wanted to actually give a reason instead of just saying it's bad. The main reason I feel like it's not very good, right, is because the whole gimmick of the entire world is the fog, right? Hopefully you can hear me over all this chewing, by the way. But the fog doesn't really hinder you at all because if you're promoted, if you're...
That
If you're supposed to plant your plants from the left to right, but the fog is coming from right to left, and it never covers the place where you plant your plants, it doesn't do, like, there's no reason for the fog to be there. It doesn't do anything except makes the viewing experience boring.
But worst of all, look! You made the viewers cry!
And it makes you look like this walnut right here because he's crying because the video is terrible. But that's not my fault. It's never my fault the video is bad. It's always the game's fault. But I feel like the gimmick itself is just not utilized very well. This gimmick, however, is freaking goated because it's the goat right here. And I'll tell you why he's the goat. Read that description real quick. Go on. I'm waiting. Do you see the 5th word in that? Butter. That's why he's the goat. Okay, so it looks like we have a new foe.
The architect!
Okay, I wanted to check the almanac real quick just to see if this was right. If I was right, and of course I was. So check this out. Cabbage pult, damage, normal. Kernel pult, damage, light for the kernels, but normal for the butter.
I am the smart.
But see, this doesn't really make sense because pea shooter damage is normal, but it takes 10 peas. And cabbage pult damage is normal, but it takes 4 cabbage heads. So, not really sure what the definition of normal is. But we're gonna experiment with running both cabbage pult and kernel pult and see how that works out. Typically, I would just run kernel pult, but because this is all we've got and I really don't have any other like things to try, we might as well do it, right?
Let's go!
And man, they just keep on giving us less and less flower pots. I mean, pretty soon we're not even gonna have any flower pots to start with. If they actually do that, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty neat to like, that'd be kind of tough to start off your defenses with. They're probably not gonna do that. I probably lied, but we'll see how many it goes down to. But what I was saying earlier was the way I think they could fix the problem of the fog being useless is as the level goes on, the fog comes further and further on your lawn, which then would require you to have to use a plant like blowover or planturn, excuse me, sorry. No disrespect to the goat. I love his design. He's just useless. Okay, so we're gonna try out kernel pult and see how he does. Because I guess it just depends on how often the stall is, right? Because if you don't know, I didn't explain it. I just said the butter makes them the goat. But the reason the butter makes them the goat is because it stalls the zombies whenever it hits them. And as you can see, now that guy was fairly weak. I was waiting to make that joke. But as you see here, butter once. It is random. That does not help. And it also doesn't last very long. As you can see, it's already done. So let's say a zombie has 10 hit points, right? Because it takes 10 peas. The butter does 2 and a kernel does 1. Now compare that to cabbage pult, which only takes 4 hits and fires at the same rate. So it really all depends on what you're looking for, I suppose. Kernel pult works, but in the long run, you probably want more cactus. What am I saying? In the long run, you're probably gonna want cabbage pults. But if you've played PvZ before, I'd really like your opinion on that World 4 take, because in my opinion, it's just downright not good. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a hater, but sometimes the facts are what they are and you just gotta deal with them because they don't care about your feelings. Okay, so first flagpole's coming up. Flag wave. I realize in all my videos I call them flagpoles, but like they're not really flagpoles, so I don't really know what to call them. But the first big wave coming up right now. The snare has come in. It's getting a little tense, as you can hear by the music. Here comes Ladder Man. So I think his whole shtick is he can plant a ladder. Let's see what happens when we put him. Oh, well, they stalled him. So that is the one useful thing about Colonel Pult in this situation. It looks like he's placing a ladder down. Okay, well, we stopped him at the very last. We frame perfect that pretty much, which is pretty freaking awesome. But I believe his gimmick is he'll just plant a ladder down, which bypasses your walnuts. And I guess you can dig them up, but then, like, you know, you'll have to wait for the other one to recharge. That's not very helpful. But that will definitely be stressful whenever he is not. He is faster, which puts him at the front of the line, which is nice for your, because as you can see, your catapult plants target the zombies at the front of the line. But it will be interesting to see how it works out whenever there are more than just him coming through that lane, because I assume he will get through then, because in that lane he was by himself. But we'll find out probably soon on the last flagpole fight, I guess.
A few moments later.
Okay, it is now the last flag. That was my shoe, not a fart, of the level. So he's coming full force. Ladder guy is. So there's no way he's not going to be at the front, and we're going to take him out before we even get to the, yeah, so it doesn't even matter. So I don't know how to feel. If it's going to be like that each time, where he's literally like already like one tile ahead of all the other zombies, it's probably not even going to be that tough, to be honest with you. Now really the only problem is, as you can see, the catapults are more of a single target, which makes it very difficult for them to take out multiple units at one walnut like that. But we made it happen, and we got Coffee Bean. My favorite Travis Scott song. Not really, but it was funny for the joke. This is where things get interesting. So we have football, we have Ladder Boy, and we have Pogo Guy. I want to see what Ladder Boy's called, actually. What is he? Ladder's on. Okay, so I thought he was maybe like plumber or something.
What?
This is where things get fun, and this is why World 5 is my favorite world in the game. Coffee Bean has just absolutely like blown away what we can do in this world now. Because check it out, right? Flower pot, sunflower, kernel, cabbage, tall nut. Yeah, because we have pogos, so we'll do tall nuts so they can't get over that. Oh, man. You know what? We made it through enough of the game. I think we're gonna get the 7th seed slot. Because I really want the strategy to work. I think it'll be fun. I know what I said about only using 6, but like, come on. This is Plants vs. Zombies. It's not like I'm gonna lose. We're just gonna do this to make the game more fun and make you go by faster. Coffee Bean, Magnet Shroom, boom. So the strategy is gonna be, we're gonna just start with Cabbage Pults, because I feel like Kernel Pult's not really crazy good value until closer to the late game, because I get that you can pause stuff, but like, we don't need to. If we have Cabbage Pults, nothing's gonna get through until like the first flagpole probably. Speaking of, we have 3 this level. Great. Start with Cabbage Pult, then we're gonna start getting Magnet Shrooms down, because Magnet Shrooms are gonna be key to this. They're gonna take away football helmets, they're gonna take away pogo sticks, they're probably gonna take away ladders too.
They're mine.
See, now that's the stuff. I don't know. I'm pretty sure magnets stretch the neighboring lanes, so we put a magnet right there and a magnet right there. It should work. So we're gonna try that this level and see if it works or not. And if it doesn't, we'll go back to the drawing board. Right now, we're gonna focus on sunflowers. We're gonna focus on cabbage pults. And I believe a cabbage pult this far back will be able to take out that cone head. I'm not super worried about that. Kernel pult would be better, in my opinion, if it wasn't random. But because it's random and we just can't take chances like that, we're gonna need to just get the damage output with the cabbage pults, and then we'll move to using kernel pults to stall stuff closer to the end of the level. We need to get established first, though. We need to get our foot in the door, foot on the roof, maybe. Is that a better analogy? Please take him out.
How about you?
I think they got it. No, we didn't. Get him? Thank you. See, that could have been kind of bad there, but it's okay. We got it. Now, my plan is, since we're going to put a magnet shroom here, we would need to get rid of a sunflower, but I don't want to stall our economy yet. So I think I'm going to start with walnuts first. Okay, first flagpole's coming up. I'm going to go ahead and get my magnet shrooms ready for action. And then that way, if there is anything big in this first huge wave of zombies approaching, we'll be able to take it out. Because right now we really don't have that much to work with, but it looks like that's okay because there's not even anything here right now. So, all right, let's see if this magnet shroom is gonna take away the ladder or not. It should. Let's freaking go. Now we just need to wait for something to be in an adjacent lane and make sure it can do that. Because if it can take out adjacent lanes, which I'm pretty sure it can, then we're goated. Get boo-ganged, my son. How old is that phrase? Oh my word, I remember people saying that in middle school, bro. Pogo stick. All right, let's see if this takes it away. It should, because it is made of metal. Yes! Success is in our hands, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna win this level now. Easy peasy. Well, if he recharges fast enough. Let's go ahead and get a kernel pult back here. Oh. Dude, what? Oh my goodness, they have universal range? What? Ridiculous. Because that was 2 lanes adjacent. Dang, son, that's crazy. Okay, new plan, because we still have another flagpole to get through. I want to get a row of magnet shrooms because that might be more valuable than just getting the defense I was going to have down. It's weird how they're asleep, but they didn't actually make... They made an animation enough to black out the model, but they didn't actually, like, close the eyes. What the heck, PopCap?
Later.
And now we just have to wait on our catapult plants to do the rest. I do want to touch on really quickly. I like the idea of the flower pots, but it doesn't make complete sense. Like a walnut, for example. Why can't this just go on the roof? It's like a giant walnut. Okay, everybody. We made it to the final wave. Let's see what it throws at us. I'm gonna go ahead and replace this walnut. That kind of sucks. That's the only football the entire level. I was excited to see how they were gonna fare up against, you know, like all my cabbages and stuff, but it is what it is. And like I said, the only real struggle against all these plants is their ability to take out multiple zombies, because as you can see, there's like 4 zombies on each of these walnuts, and they're taking kind of a bit to defeat. But that's not to worry, because the last catapult plant, which we might get now, we might get it 5-5, or we might get it some other time. But that's when the true goat, or one of the goats of Plants vs. Zombies is revealed. We didn't get this level. We got a watering can. Oh! Guys, it's the Zen Garden. It's a place I can cool off whenever I get too mad at this game, because it's such a stressful game.
Hey, check it out! You found a watering can! In honor of this occasion, I present to you your very own Zen Garden. Hey, I'll even start you off with a couple of sprouts. Grow them to full size and they'll reward you nicely. Have fun!
Thank you, Crazy Dave. It's so nice of you. Basically, all we do on this one is we go over to the plant. We press the A button, and it waters the plant and gives us some money. Keep watering your plants when they get thirsty. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Let's water it again. Water this one again. Oh, look at this. Our plants need fertilizer to grow. Let's go to Dave's shop and get some fertilizer. So this is where the true money spending aspect of the game comes in. I'm gonna stop talking like it's a Bob Ross painting episode because I don't want to anymore. This is where the money aspect comes into this. So it's kind of good that we didn't, well, I'm gonna go and get it so we can know how much money we're dealing with. I'm gonna go ahead and get the 8 slots as well, because I believe this is the last one to get. It's not the last one to get, but it's the last one we're gonna get this playthrough probably, because 20,000 is a lot to ask for. But that way the 8th slot will have an insta kill that we'll be able to use, which will be useful. So our plants need the fertilizer, so let's get the fertilizer. And let's give it the fertilizer. And it looks like we got some for free already, but it's okay. We got a green plant and we got a red plant. Okay, that's all you can do for now. Come back later when your plants need more nurturing. So I believe this is like a daily thing, like you check in every day and you get stuff. So I'm gonna try and do that, you know, throughout the week, because I only record these on the weekends. So I'm gonna try and do that throughout the week, but we'll see what we can get to. So we got more plants that we can buy. We got a golden water can that waters several plants. That's probably gonna be saved for last, because you literally just go over and press the A button. This glove is cosmetic only. Music keeps them happy a day, but it looks like you can buy it once and it's just a single time use, which isn't very useful. Whatever. So here's the minigame section. Dave's about to explain to us.
Zen Garden's pretty nifty, huh?
He said it!
Oh my word, did he just shout me out?
You can visit at any time from the main menu. But enough of that. It's time to defend your house. I have to warn you, you're gonna hate this next level.
Thank you for the heads up, Dave.
Why? Because it's non-stop bungee zombie after bungee zombie.
Okay, no, that's fun. That's awesome. What do you mean?
I hate those confounded bungees. I hate them! Hate them with a passion and a vengeance. A whoopity-doo. Here comes those idiots now.
Man, certified D1 hater. What a goat Dave is. So this is our last minigame of the, well, not the last minigame, but it'll be the last, the last minigame of the main campaign. Okay, we got Chomper, cool. I was gonna say, I don't really know what we're gonna do, because like they hadn't given us anything to work with. So Chomper that, we're gonna dig him up, replace him, Chomper him, and let's see what we got next. We'll pumpkin that, explode him, and then we got another Chomper ready at the helm. Let's just trade him on that again. Okay, now see, this was supposed to be something cool, and now it's just kind of boring because nothing's going on PopCap. So like, I don't know how you keep on managing to do this, but it's honestly kind of impressive how you have a fun idea and then you don't do anything with it. Okay, first flagpole, we have 5 Chompers, and it's been kind of boring, I'll be honest with you. Except, okay, cool. Let's blow these guys up. That's a little bit more exciting. I like the way you're going, PopCap. Let's keep on doing that.
Help! Help!
I'm sorry again. I don't mean to be a hater, but like I'm getting a little, not tired, but like bored, I guess, like because nothing's going on. The rest of the level has been, I can talk about something, or it's like exciting and everything. You had a good thing going, guys, and then it's kind of,
Diamond!
Oh, look, we got a diamond. That's pretty cool. Reference to the Minecraft movie. By the way, I believe the hate for the Minecraft movie is a bit undeserved. Like I said, I haven't edited the last video, so I don't remember exactly what I said, but I don't think it was as bad as people were making it out to be. Like, yeah, it was a kid's movie, and yeah, it was kind of meh, but like, it was funny. I went to go see it, and I laughed at it. It was funny. This is what all the people who hate the movie look like, by the way. All right, don't look. I looked, and Charles Barkley is in my game. That's not racist or anything, is it? I mean, look, he kind of looks like him. He's big, okay, and he baskets. He kind of looks like him. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, guys, that was the first half of World 5, which means next video is it for you know, Dr. Zomboss at least. I just want to check my Zen Garden real quick one more time just to make sure. I'll try and log in every day just to make sure I can, you know, oh my word, did I just waste it? But I am going to try and check in every day just so I can make sure I make some extra money. Maybe we can buy some extra stuff, you know. We'll see how it goes, but we'll make it work out one way or another. I do want to shout out all you crazy people real quick for getting me up like 20 subs in one, well, this will be 2 weeks from when I'm recording it, but I went up 20 subs from one video, and that's pretty freaking awesome. So like I said, thank you so much for the support. Hopefully we're at 600 by the time this goes up. There should be another video before this, so but if we're not, let's try to hit it before the next video goes up. But yeah, the support's been unreal. Thank you so much. We need 500 hours and 1,000 subs by the end of summer for me to be monetized. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I'm gonna try to make it happen. I'm gonna keep on uploading. I'm gonna try and live stream soon as well. So we're gonna try and make it happen. So it would mean the world to me if you help me make it happen. But thank you so much for watching all the way through. It really does mean the most, as it always does. I'm glad you can find some humor, hopefully, and enjoyment from these videos. Unless you're like, hate watching them, but hey, I'm getting views either way, so I don't care. But once again, just thank you so much. I appreciate it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you did enjoy it, because as I just said, I need it. Have a great day. Jesus loves you. And I'm about to hang up a microwave in my kitchen for my mom, and my name's Max, so call me Microwave Max.
All right, kids, this better be good. I was in the forest wrestling with a bear claw when we got the call. Oh!